1951. Came into service first with the RAF Central Fighter Establishment and then number 43 Squadron, the famous Fighting Cocks as they were known, in 1954. But at that stage, the early Hunter F1, the first fighter variant, was not, shall we say, the most effective fighter because of a significant problem whereby it couldn't fire its guns at altitude without the engine surging. There were two Hunter Marks, the Mark II and the Mark V, that were powered by an alternative engine, the Armstrong and Siddeley Sapphire. And as Rob D reminded me yesterday when I mentioned this, the reason the engine surge problem wasn't noticed was that the first gun-firing trials were taken in the mid to late 1950s, that the aircraft began to realise some of its true potential. At that time, the Hunter became the mainstay of the Naval Fighter Force of RAF Fighter Command. Gradually, when the electric lightning came along, the Hunter was phased out of service with Fighter Command and with RAF Germany. Insurgent campaigns in Brunei and Borneo, and in what was then Yemen, Yemen. But quite a lot more were converted from single-seaters. This is one such. Curtailed its activity. Went to the Royal Navy in 1984 and stayed with them until its retirement from service 9 years later. 96 was sold into civilian hands. It's been through a number of owners. RAF Lightning, Phantom and Tornado pilot with the Hunter T.7. Even though he's now retired from the RAF, Chris Heanes is carrying on with an extremely varied display career, flying the Hunter for a number of owner-operators. Also now one of the Shuttleworth collection pilots down at Old Warden in Bedfordshire with their outstanding fleet of vintage aeroplanes. There, Chris still gets his hands on many interesting glider. In fact, coming for another pass. And that wing rock denoting his farewell. Very, very nice.